I am not the only one who is making a commentary on this video, but I really don't care. Yes, some of the things I'm going to say might be in his video as well, but I really couldn't resist making a commentary when he sent this to me. And a link to the other commentator's channel will be in the description in case you do want to check his out when it is complete. I have seen the rough draft, and it is overall pretty good for a first-time commentary. And he did write his script before I wrote mine, so if anyone is ripping anyone off today, it's me ripping off him. Now let's begin and revisit an old friend, shall we?
Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Poor Man's Commentary, hosted by your host, the Jim of 99, Regimgate.
Oh, you know I couldn't stay away. I get attached to my previous targets. I can't help it, though it really isn't my fault that he fucked up yet again.
Today, I am going to do something horrific in the commentary community. The most unpardonable of all sins, the most horrific crime you could ever commit. And that is jumping on a bandwagon. And if you got a problem with that, well, you can just choke on those nuts. And choke on it really hard! I'm going to do a commentary on Poe 8100.
So I'm doing a commentary on a commentary by a person that I have commentated on before that is commentating on someone that I have commentated on very recently. And strangely enough, one of these people is a Brony and the other is an ex-Brony. Yes, it has been a very strange day. It really has.
Not on his commentaries, but on this one particular rant video that he made on where he talks about fandom stereotyping. I'm not doing a commentary on him because
generalizing and stereotyping, in essence, are the exact same fucking thing. So why even point that out?
Will pay attention to what I'm saying because you people fucking hate me. So anyways, let's just get into the commentary before I waste any more time and piss off all of you impatient bastards out there.
A joke in relation to a criticism that I had of you in the past. Oh, nice. I'm glad to see that you're still doing this whole self-deprecation thing. This is going to be a long one, isn't it?
Whoa! Keep your face away from the camera! Was it necessary to introduce your rant with a lame joke?
Was it necessary for you to start your commentary with your first point being an equally as lame joke? I'm bored already. Isn't that fantastic?
Hello YouTube, it's me Point100 again, and today I'm going to be doing a rant since so many of you guys requested me to do a rant.
And I bet those people that requested this piece of shit are nothing but a bunch of butthurt bronies who want all of the haters to stop hating on My Little Pony. So they decided to bring another idiot brony to... I'm sorry. I mean, bring a brilliant young brony, such as yourself, who would not make himself look
like... Hey Jim, little words to the wise. If you're going to use SpongeBob as an avatar, don't use yellow as your text color. It doesn't really work.
And all my rants are going to be in my room, and all my commentaries are going to be on the computer, so, yeah.
This may be a dumb question, but how is that even possible? And out of curiosity, where do you put your sexual fantasies on?
You're right, that was a dumb question. It's simple, really. He records videos in 2 different rooms. Though I have to wonder what his sexual fantasies have to do with where he records his videos in the first place.
But anyways, let's get down to business. Today I'll be ranting on fandom stereotyping.
By fandom stereotyping, you mean brony stereotyping. Keep this in mind, people. Poe will not mention any other fan bases in this video.
Yeah, this statement is going to bite him in the ass much later on in this video, and I will cover that when we get there.
Naruto, One Direction fangirls, who cares about them? They deserve to get a lot of hate. I mean, heaven forbid someone out there makes fun of all the bronies that are clopping to Rarity. I mean, help Rarity with her dresses.
Fandom stereotyping, even if I'm not in...
Why would he? Because for once, I can actually hear him over the music, so there really isn't much of a problem, except for you wanting to nitpick on everything.
Has been stereotyped once before. So whenever I see someone being stereotyped or a fandom being stereotyped, I feel bad for them because I know that it doesn't feel very good, you know? Everyone's been stereotyped once in their life. Like, people have been stereotyped for, oh, you have glasses, you're a nerd, you know?
Yes, Poe, I agree. There are a lot of people out there that get stereotyped by other people for what they do or look like racism and sexism. Here's the thing, though. Groups of people make themselves look stereotypical by doing the same things that their group does, how their group looks, or what the group likes. For example, there are the Juggalos. They listen to ICP and chant whoop whoop.
So are you saying that anyone who says whoop or listens to ICP is a juggalo? Because with your definition that you gave earlier, you stated that all people in a fan base are exactly the same as each other. Not all ICP fans are juggalos.
And there's the horror movie fanatics. They watch horror movies or they go to conventions. I'm not saying everyone who is a part of the fan base, religion, or race out there do the same thing. Groups of people make themselves look stereotypical by doing the same things that their group does. I know there are some people that may not be as generic or different from their group, and there are people that give their kind a bad name. I'm saying those people have something in common that makes themselves what they are.
I'm sorry, what? Your way of speaking confuses me. Because you said that there are bad eggs in each community. But then you come after that and say that they are all the same because the base item that connects them all is the same. Such as liking My Little Pony. Thereby making them all the same. So which one is it?
And I highly doubt you feel bad for anyone other than yourself and the bronies.
And as a brony, being stereotyped saying, oh, all bronies club or all bronies do this and that, it does not feel very good at all.
Yes, it doesn't feel good to get picked on, so do not generalize our fan base. Yeah. Remember what he said, because he will contradict himself in a few seconds.
Do we got any anime fans in here? Yeah, any people that watch anime? Yeah, how's that tentacle porn going for you? Is it going good? Yeah. Do you think it is good?
Yeah, because everybody knows that people who watch anime are nothing but a bunch of sickos who fap to hentai 24 hours a day. What a way to make yourself look like a respectful brony. Princess Celestia would be so proud.
Oh God, please don't tell me that you honestly think he has just contradicted himself. You can't be so stupid and mentally inept to not know what an example is. Example. Let me spell that out for you. E-X-A-M-P-L-E. Google it! Because that is what he was doing. Giving an example. He wasn't seriously saying that all anime fans are into tentacle rape hentai, though I wouldn't blame them if they were. I would ask the cliched, how stupid are you question, but I already know the answer to that.
First, brony stereotypes, of course. Brony stereotype number 1. All bronies clop.
I just love how he chuckles and shakes his head in disgust, as if he was trying so hard to make himself look smart and calm.
And this is coming from someone who just chuckled to make himself seem like a big boy. And then he criticizes Poe for being unintelligent by using horribly incorrect grammar.
As if he was trying so hard to make himself look smart and calm.
Yeah, I'm seeing an issue with this.
When in reality, we all know that he's crying in his little insane mind, hugging Fluttershy as he drools all over her.
Yeah, that's not the last time he's going to label Poe as a clopper. Just wanted to let you know.
It makes me laugh so much because it's blatantly obvious that not all bronies clop.
I beg to differ. If bronies do not clop, then why are there websites like Equestria After Dark?
Good! Now continue to assume that he said no bronies clop, even though...
Blatantly obvious that not all bronies clop. Not all bronies clop. Not all bronies clop. Not all bronies clop.
Those creepy fanfiction stories. Those sick-ass pornographic pictures that I can't show. Why is there a Lyra plushie with that hole on her ass.
That, dear sir, would be a vagina.
Knows what that plushie is made for. You know it too, you sick brony bastard.
When has Poe ever done anything to make you assume he was a clopper? Yes, I know that I made a joke about that in my commentary on him, but it was painfully fucking obvious that I was joking when I followed my statement with the scene of Patton Oswalt going, whackity schmackity doo. What you are doing is just blatantly labeling him without any evidence whatsoever, which completely contradicts what you said about you understanding that all bronies are cloppers.
I have, like, tons of brony friends in real life, and I know none of them clop. But also, this whole brony stereotype that all bronies clop was kind of started by your good old pal Howard Stern. Yep, that's right, the shock jock.
Yeah, because everybody knows that Howard fucking Stern is a sick pervert, all because he made that one stupid movie, Private Parts. What a way to make yourself look clean and straight.
What the hell does that have to do with the video? Why did you even make this statement? And Poe wasn't saying that he is a fan of Howard Stern? Seriously, are you even listening, or are you just making shit up?
Howard Stern basically sent a couple of his little servants to BronyCon, and they interviewed 4 or 5 people, and turns out all of them were cloppers. But some of them were obviously staged and or audio spliced. I mean, here, just listen to this one.
Okay, I'm going to confess right here, right now. I have no idea what clip he is showing, what the interview was about, and what does the clip have anything to do with his rant.
Okay, well, thanks for answering my question, since he literally explained why he is putting the clip in his rant literally 2 seconds before you decided to make this statement. So no, you're obviously not listening to what's going on. I am skipping the Howard Stern clip for time.
Did that sound audio spliced or what?
Proof? Do you have any proof that the audio is quote-unquote spliced?
Oh, shut up. I highly doubt you even know what audio splicing is. Hell, you didn't even know what a troll was until it was explained to you after I did commentaries on you.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't interviews usually left alone? They don't edit, they don't change the answers to the questions?
Yeah, no. Here is a link to a video I watched not too long ago about this with very good evidence to the fact that people do edit interviews. Interviews are always edited, sometimes not in a good way. I am now skipping a segment where he once again labels Poe as a huge clopper with no evidence, though I will say something about this one scene.
And before you say, well, not every brony clops, I know that not every brony finds all the ponies hot and attractive. I myself do not like furry porn.
Yet here you are labeling Poe as a clopper. That's just fantastic. Though, what does your dislike for furry porn have to do with anything, or are you just trying to make yourself seem better than Poe by saying you dislike furry porn?
Well, that's Howard Stern for you. Brony stereotype number 2. All bronies are furries. Very incorrect.
Poe, there is a thing called similarity. Bronies and furries may be somewhat different from each other, but they do a lot of things that make them similar in almost every way. They watch TV shows, they watch cartoons, they draw fan pictures, they wear costumes, they even go to conventions.
Oh, let's play with this one real quick, okay?
They watch TV shows, they watch cartoons, they draw fan pictures, they wear costumes, they even go to conventions.
So, are you saying that anime fans are all furries as well? This is using your definition that you just gave. How about Star Trek fans and Star Wars fans, huh? Because they all fall into your rules for being the same as a furry and just as disgusting as a furry.
And I know that there are some furries out there that are really sick and that they fap to animals, like the cloppers.
Okay, there's a huge difference between fapping to this and this. One is an anthropomorphic character, and the other is bestiality. There is a difference.
Also, are you applying that bronies are not as bad as the furries? Because it sounds like you were trying to make the bronies look good by saying that the furries are sick and bronies are not the same.
And you weren't doing the exact same fucking thing earlier?
Brony finds all the ponies hot and attractive. I myself do not like furry porn. You probably think all furries are sick freaks that condone bestiality.
As do you, which you have proven quite well throughout this commentary.
And now for Brony stereotype number 3. They all want to have sex with the characters on the show. This usually comes from the people who think that Pony Thread Simulator is actually legit, when it isn't. It's all a joke, except for like a couple. It's true that there are those sort of weird people on 4chan, but...
Yeah, because everybody knows that 4chan is a website that has a lot of weirdos doing weird shit. What a way to make the bronies look sane.
The fuck was your point again? He was saying that this stereotype was due to 4chan, not saying that all bronies go to 4chan on a regular basis. Context, you faggot. Context.
And Brony stereotype number 4. All bronies are neck-bearded man-children. This one, it entertains me so much because these haters that say this, they don't realize who they're insulting. They're insulting Gabe Newell, Andrew WK, let's see who else, possibly Stephen Colbert, I'm not quite sure, Weird Al, yeah, who else, Seth Green, and, yep, that's pretty much it.
Wait a second, are you comparing Seth Green and Weird Al to Manchildren? That's like comparing Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris to stupid kids who think that they can wrestle.
No. He is using these people who are confirmed bronies as examples for why not all bronies are neck-bearded man-children. Why can't you pay attention for 5 fucking seconds? Though, should I really be surprised that the people, out of that entire list that he gave, you took notice of Weird Al and Seth Green? I would have thought that these names would have meant something to most people.
Gabe Newell, Andrew WK, Gabe Newell, Andrew WK, Gabe Newell, Andrew WK.
Great fucking analogy you made there, Poe. People compare bronies to man-children because they enjoy watching a show that's intended for children. Like how man-children watch Pokemon, Sonic X, SpongeBob, or anything childish.
So that will make you a man-child. After all, you're the one who brought up SpongeBob, aka your avatar, not me.
Do they even realize who they're insulting?
Here's a better question, Poe. In your commentaries, do you realize who you're commentating on?
Coming from the guy who doesn't even realize what anyone is ever fucking saying.
Man-children, I think they would reconsider a little bit. Yeah, don't you think, once they realize that, oh, I just insulted Gabe Newell. I take that back, you know.
Okay. Poe, I can understand why stereotyping others doesn't feel good. The problem is, you are in no position to tell us that quote-unquote fandom stereotyping is wrong, when all you do is make commentaries on people who make fun of My Little Pony and the bronies. Most of them are trolls who just wanted to get a reaction from the fans, or some of them are people who are just stating their opinions of the fan base or the show. You made so many commentaries on them, it's not even funny.
You know, I would give you that if you weren't the same way no less than 2 months ago until I made commentaries on you, and now you just happen to hate everything to do with My Little Pony because you see the fan base as sick and disgusting because of the existence of cloppers and the bronies in general. I would provide the audio clips of him saying this, but sadly, he removed those videos from his channel.
But yeah, that's it pretty much for brony stereotypes. Now on to furry stereotypes. Oh, I could go on for hours about this, but I'm only going to do like 2 or 3.
No. Fuck it. I'm going to skip the whole entire video to the end because the rest of his video is nothing but him doing this.
You know, I would let you get to that, but first I have to ask, aren't you the person who said this?
By fandom stereotyping, you mean brony stereotyping. Keep this in mind, people. Poe will not mention any other fan bases in this video.
And now here you are skipping the part that completely proves you 110% wrong. Is this due to bad scripting or an idiot trying to cover up for his own mistakes, regardless of how badly covered up that is? Now, sadly, because Jim is a horrible editor, I'm going to go ahead and skip some stuff because what Poe is saying makes absolutely no sense anymore because Jim cut out some very important statements that will help make context actually work. And the rest of Poe's video is just confusing without this stuff.
I don't want to get my own opinions on fan of stereotyping and how much it freaking pisses me off.
And remember, people, it's my opinion, so you better respect it. I respect your opinion too, despite I've made a bunch of commentaries on people that ranted and hating all the bronies out there.
Yeah, shut up. You took that point from my commentary on Poe, and you know it.
You can say whatever you want in the comments.
You know, this stupid music shit still annoys me, even when I'm not commentating on Poe's sorry ass.
That's your opinion of this rant? The nostalgia critic saying fail? If you thought it was a, well, fail, why did you upload your rant in the first place?
Oh god, it was meant to be a joke, you fucking Nimrod. No matter how bad the joke was, and yes, it was bad, it was still a joke. I also find it extremely funny that you, of all people, criticize him for making a joke about how bad his rant was, even though in every video I've seen you make as of late, you always make jokes about how bad your videos are and that no one likes you, and yet you keep uploading these videos.
That's the ending of the video. So, in conclusion, this rant video, as well as the creator of this, Poe, is nothing but one word: biased. Because all he does, like I said before, is make a bunch of videos saying that the Brony fanbase is nothing like that. They're not into bestiality. They don't have sex. They don't find any of the ponies attractive. They don't do a bunch of creepy stuff.
Even though he never once said that no Brony ever did these kind of things. But that there are those Bronies that do, and to judge the whole fanbase because of them alone is pretty fucking stupid. Stop taking things out of context, you idiots.
Do a little bit of outsourcing.
What the hell do you want him to outsource? You outsource work from America to other people or countries. Are you wanting him to outsource his Let's Watch My Little Pony time to China or something? Are you wanting him to have Chinese underage children sitting in a factory watching My Little Pony instead of him having to do this? Why do you use words when you don't know what the hell they mean? I will now skip the rest of the video because all he says is that Poe needs to recognize that no fanbase is 100% pure and that they always have those members in the community that makes the whole community look bad. Even though he commentated on a video where Poe says the exact same fucking thing. Final thoughts. Jim, you've not changed since the last time I looked at you. Although I can give you at least this time you didn't commentate on an obvious fucking troll, but on someone who is actually serious, and yet you still came out looking like a fucking idiot. Let me be honest with you. I don't think you're cut out for commentating. This is the Professor, and I bid you all a fine adieu. And that was the longest commentary I've made in a long fucking time. Jesus!